Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that I was able to produce a tutorial this time because I know I failed you guys on Tuesday, but here I am. And okay, obviously you guys already know like the cup because I've already posted it on my social media. But the other day when I was out in Destin, I got to see some sea turtles, I got to see some dolphins, and I just sat there for a while and like absorbed the ocean. And I just literally was like, I want to make a cup, but that's not like a beach cup, you know? Like I've already made a beach cup. It's right there. I was like, I want to make something because I love snorkeling. Snorkeling is like something that I adore. So I was like, I really want to make a cup that makes you feel like you're underwater and you're kind of like looking through your goggles, right? Through your snorkel. And so I came up with this, right? It's a peekaboo, and I know that the color of the glitter is pretty similar to the color of the alcohol inks. This is kind of like what I wanted, which is why I didn't use a darker or lighter blue, because I really wanted it to be like very oceany and watery, and I wanted to put some bubbles, and I don't know, like it's very simple, but it's so beautiful. And I'd also like to point out that in person, you can very clearly see the difference just because there's glitter and then there's no glitter. But I'm obsessed with it. I don't want to sell it, but I'm going to sell it because like this is not even all my cups. Like I have so many cups. I didn't make this though. This was a gift. Thank you to Nikki Joyner. I love it. But anyway, I want to keep it, but I'm not going to keep it. I want to, but I'm not. I am selling this against my will. I love you guys so much. And I do want to let you guys know that I'm going on vacation next Thursday and I'm going to be gone for a week. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to provide 2 videos a week for like that week that I'm gone, and maybe the week after I'm back because I have to get settled and all of that stuff. But you will have at least a Tuesday video. My goal is to be able to have 2 videos for you guys. But if I can't, you'll at least have a Tuesday video. I'm really excited. And if you guys are interested in me vlogging my vacation, if you guys would like to be a part of that and know where I'm going and all of that, let me know, because I definitely don't mind vlogging it and taking you guys along for the ride. I thought it was really fun to bring you guys along to Destin, so let me know. But anyway guys, without further ado, I'm gonna zip my yap and let you guys enjoy the video. I love you guys so freaking much that I could burst out right now. My heart could pop out of my chest and pass out. No, it's very gory, but like I just wanted to put a visual to my love. Okay guys, besitos. We're back with another ratchet tutorial. I missed you guys. And we're going to be using some glitter from Michaels. And also, we're going to be using some glitter from Maestra Creations and Britchesnbows. Guys, I tried to get you a link for this one and it wasn't on Etsy anymore. I'm so sorry. Also, I showed you this because I thought I was going to use it and then I ended up not using it. But if you're curious about that chunky, I got it at Michael's. Okay, we're going to use our Mod Podge and our brush, and we are going to apply our Mod Podge in very thin layers. If you've been watching me for a while and you're here hearing me repeat the same thing over and over and over, you are loyal and I love you, because I know I say this all the time, but you want to make sure that your Mod Podge is very thin like me. Just kidding, I'm thicker than a Snicker. I know you guys know that, but you want to make sure that your Mod Podge is super thin. There's no lumps, no bumps. Come on. I really want to sing the Fergie song. No lovely lady lumps in the back and in the front. Okay, so you want to make sure there's no lumps, no bumps, no anything like that. And then what I'm going to do is I basically just took turns sprinkling glitter in different sections of the cup. I wasn't doing a specific pattern. I was just kind of doing like sporadic. Look at me, sporadic. How do I even know that word? Where'd I even get that? Wow, that makes me feel smart. So before you guys yell at me, I didn't have time to change out the paper where I was catching my glitter. because it's Mod Podge and Mod Podge dries really fast. But I did preserve the rest in my dump cup. So don't worry, it's not going to go to waste. I promise. Please don't come for me. Don't. But basically, guys, what I did is I just basically took glitter and put it in different little areas. And what I was trying to do, and here's me about to get fancy, I really wanted to create like the movement of the water, of the ocean. Many moons ago, I went snorkeling and it was the most life-changing experience of my life. Like, honestly, you forget that there's a world outside of the ocean. It's just, you know what? Let me not even get into it, but it's incredible. And I never forget what everything looked like underneath the water. It was the best. Guys, if you've never snorkeled, please snorkel. But if you guys live like near a swamp, please don't snorkel. I don't want to be responsible for you guys getting eaten alive by an alligator or something. So you guys, once I applied my glitter, I sealed it 2 times with polyacrylic clear gloss spray. I get mine at Lowe's, but I know Walmart carries it too. I did 2 coats and I let them dry. And then I went in with my first coat of epoxy. And I'm going to do a pretty generous coat just because I don't want to have to go in and do a second coat of epoxy before we do our decals. Because, you know, I was feeling a little lazy. I'm always going to be honest with you guys. I'm never going to lie. The only thing I'm ever going to lie to you guys about is my weight. Okay? All right? You'll never know how much I weigh because I'll freaking lie. But, so yeah, I'm doing a pretty thick coat of epoxy, just kind of trying to spread it around nice and thick, making sure that the whole entire cup is covered. And then once you have your tumbler completely coated, I did 30 mLs for this tumbler. And I don't really have chunky glitter on here. Chunky? Guys, why am I like this? I don't really have chunky glitter on here. Otherwise, I would have done 40 mLs. And that might sound like a waste, but I feel like I always have to use more with chunky. So I only used 30 mLs. And the reason I did 30 is because I wanted it to be kind of a thicker coat. Otherwise, I would have done 20 mLs. I'm trying to get myself in the habit of telling you guys how many mLs are being used. So after 24 hours, this is what it looks like now. I totally think it kind of looks like ocean waves underneath. Also, you guys, the sponge I put inside my tumbler was acting a fool and disrespected me. And it pushed my tumbler right up against the tumbler turner. And so it rubbed the rim. And it like gave it those like weird little black spots, but I wasn't worried about it because I knew that I was going to peekaboo this tumbler, so you weren't going to be able to see that anyway. Now guys, before you peekaboo, you need to make sure that your tumbler is super duper smooth. Any bumps or anything like that will show through the spray paint and then it won't look cute, guys. Okay. So basically, I took some turtle SVGs and I kind of placed them around the tumbler, forming kind of like a swirly swirl, a little swirl dazzle. But I didn't really, I don't know what I was about to say. It was probably a lie. Wow. My mom always says that if you're about to say something and you forget what you were going to say, then it was a lie. So I think I was just about to lie to you guys because I literally, the thought left my mouth. But anyway, I'm doing them kind of in a little swirl pattern, almost like if they were out swimming in the ocean. Oh my gosh, like Nemo. The little turtles on Nemo. So yeah, I wanted them to follow like a little swirl pattern. And I knew that I wanted a lot of turtles on there. I knew that I wanted a lot of turtles. So I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I did 5 or 6. And so after this, I'm going to spray paint it. Now, I didn't spray paint it white like you guys would think. And I want to lie to you guys and come up with some fancy technicality as to why I spray painted it gray instead of white. But the truth of the matter, guys, is that I didn't freaking have white spray paint. I didn't have white spray paint, so I used gray. Okay, so I'm going to take these little makeup sponges that I get at the Dollar Tree. I get them at Ulta. Haters would say I get them at Dollar Tree. But I'm going to go ahead and just kind of cut out those sharp, pointy edges and kind of try to round it out as much as I can, like this booty. Just kidding. I have the flattest butt on the earth. But I'm going to try to round it out because I want to be able to create a really nice like dabbity dab pattern around the tumbler. And so if you have those sharp edges, it's going to look like you're stamping a whole bunch of squares onto a tumbler. And that's not what we're trying to go for here. So basically, no rhyme or reason. I just kind of started dabbing. Guys, I have to do it. Dab. I just started dabbing all around the tumbler. And I started to use, I used two colors because, you know, like when you're in the ocean and the sun is hitting it, and that like there's like different sections and they look different shades of blue. Like there's just so much movement, like it flows. So I really tried to mimic that with the alcohol ink. And I really like how both of these colors looked mixed together. I feel like it really did a good job of kind of creating that like ocean look, like that water look. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, but Myra, my Rizzle, M to the Rizzle, why did you use glitter that was so close to the color of the alcohol inks? So the reason that I did that, because I could have done like a dark blue alcohol ink or a dark blue glitter underneath, but I wanted the colors to be similar. And it's really hard for you to capture like on camera that you can really tell the difference, and you can really see the turtles and where, like, you can really tell apart the alcohol ink from the turtle because there's no glitter on the alcohol ink. For some reason, the camera wasn't picking that beautiness. Is that a word? Beautiness. Oh my gosh. If I wasn't voice recording on my phone, I would Google that. Beautiness. Beautifulness. Beautiness? I don't know. Moving on. Moving right along. I wanted it to look like what I remember everything looking like underneath the water. And everything looks kind of blue and just so beautiful. Like when the sun hit it and it reflects. Guys, can you tell I love snorkeling? Like, I think that the time I went snorkeling was like life-changing for me. Truly, truly, truly. It's such a good thing for someone who's like going through something, like whenever you need to take a mental health break or you just need to step away and take some time for yourself, being in the ocean with your snorkel on, it just feels like you're shutting out the whole universe. You forget that there's other humans. You forget that there's a whole world outside of the ocean. Like you just become so tranquil. Is tranquil a word, or is that what people shoot into horses and stuff to get them to fall asleep, and gorillas? Tranquil. Tranquility. Tranquil. No, that's a tranquilizer. Well, you guys know what I'm trying to say. So that's why I kind of wanted the color of the glitter to be similar to the color of the water that I was doing on top, because I wanted it to look like everything was underwater. But I knew that you were going to be able to tell the turtles apart from the alcohol inks, because one was glitter and one wasn't. Oh my God, I'm repeating myself. Please, guys, please don't block me. Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't leave me. I would be so sad. Who likes the Spice Girls? That just reminded me of Spice Girls. What's that song? Why can't I think of the Spice Girls song right now? Wow, I'm fake. Okay, guys, so I also, I was too busy yapping about snorkeling, but while I was dabbing, I also dabbed my sponge into a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just kind of dabbed it around to like spread out the colors and get them to blend nicely. And then when it fully dried, I went ahead and removed slowly, tediously, painfully, agonizingly. Is agonizingly a word? I removed all of the decals that formed all of the turtles. It took forever. So lucky for you, I did it in a time lapse, or else we would be here for 6 months. Okay, that's a little exaggeration, maybe 5 months. But I also was like, you know what? What other touch can I add to this tumbler that would make it super cute? And I was like, bubbles! Who doesn't love bubbles? Everybody makes bubbles under the water. Little kids make bubbles. When you fart underwater, you make bubbles. And so like, you know, bubbles are like a totally an underwater thing. So once I got my bubbles on there, once I did the weeding, I did my final coat of epoxy. And here she is, beautiful as ever. Thank you for watching. Mwah! I love you guys so much. See you on Tuesday. Besitos.